So hopefully Andel's able to show some of the big plays that we've seen from the bar. There's definitely a lot of potential, but it's definitely a pick where you have to be delivering well. And also, I feel like I like the Sivir and the Ryze because in the longer fights, I think some comps you just run out of damage, but that's not going to be an issue in the longer fights here. Oh, a fight started here.
Yeah, I mean, TP is coming in as Sponge says, I win this, and Raptor says, well, I also win this. And so the two of them just going head-to-head, and it's going to come down to a first blood going to Raptor. Just a solo kill as the two junglers with a bit of biffo in the river.
From Raptor, you know, Sponge committing damage onto the clone briefly, even just that little bit, you know, wasting an auto onto the clone. And Raptor using it to get some extra damage on Sponge. And also having the foresight of being ready to flash to follow him. So Sponge just ends up locked into the 1v1 and dying.
Both Harpoon's going to miss. They're still going to go for the dive here, though, as the exhaust. It looks like it is going to take out Raptor, but finally they get the kill. They don't even really deny that much CS, so I think Rich pretty happy about that setup. Meanwhile, we got a little setup on the bottom side. Nice spell shield there, but Diablo now down a flash. Probably going to use that barrier at the last possible second if he has to. Doesn't even need to, as the TP is coming in. Gets the phase rush off, so he's very safe after the flash as well.
Yeah, I think Direk's happy just to pick up the summoner spell. Oh, that is a stun.
Yeah, Kellen in a bit of trouble. The flash on him from Teddy! Bloodthirsty here, as now Diablo says, okay, I'll look for the kill. Gonna force the barrier out of Teddy. Trying to think, is there like any Drake that they really don't want to see given over? Maybe like Mountain Soul, but you've got Ryze and Sivir, so I don't think that's really the case. Feels pretty good overall, I'd say, for them.
What's next, Dragon?
Well, he's got to kill the first one first. Okay,
Cloud?
there you go, Cloud, yeah.
I mean, if it's Ocean, that's like the lowest value.
Yeah. Yeah, he's potentially going to take over the game as Liru comes in, a little bit of damage. It does look like DRX are trying to set up here for Double Dragon. Even invading into this red buff. Got to be careful not to go too far, though. A lot of damage, though, is going in on a Raptor already as he's looking for the red. He's looking for the setup with the team. The Tempered Fate, though, going to stop a lot of that engage from the side of BNK. Clear goes over the wall and just dies immediately, but already did the damage. And now Rich is all by himself, has to take the journey out. And, well, we are going to get a binding, but only on to one, and so that's just going to be another kill here. 2 more kills to Raptor. He's just taking over the game, as now they're trying to turn on to Diablo. A triple kill for Raptor's Wukong.
I mean, we're talking about the jungle matchup. Raptor's now so fed. He's going to be, honestly, not even that far away from the Sundered Sky on the back of this fight.
I mean, this is like a solo queue jungler who got Omega fed, and then he just kind of takes over every single lane. Obviously, it's not solo queue, so DRX do have ability to group up and try to mitigate it, but I don't know if you can really do that, especially because everybody else is just kind of passively scaling.
Yeah, maybe there is an issue, but...
You know, we have seen some games, I think it was Sponge, actually, who went 5-0 on Trundle, and they actually lost that game.
Yeah.
Maybe that was Trundle's fault.
Put some blame on Trundle.
We don't see as much Trundle anymore, you know, after that game. Just kind of disappeared.
Yeah.
First turret actually went over to DRX. They're going to get feats of strength off of that. Kind of insane. Andel is in a lot of trouble as he is going to Tempered Fate, but too late. So yeah, he's just kind of dead. He magical journeyed over the wall and then found himself face to face with now a 6-1 Wukong.
I think this is one of the things with Bard is that you have Redemption, you have your ult, and these buy so much time, but they take time to come through. And I think just the fact that Raptor's so fed, he just wasn't able to actually have either of those really do anything for him. Raptor just kind of nuked him, even with the exhaust as well. Raptor's doing so much damage, this Bard feels very squishy in comparison.
Need that extra bit of traction.
Well, it's actually a toboggan, so...
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, I mean, DRX are here and they're like, well, we can't do anything.
Just let it go.
Honestly, I don't even know why they're here. Like, somebody should be top lane.
This is supervisation, you know? This is one of the...
Supervisation, yeah.
Yeah, they just like to make sure, yep, they're doing Dragon.
So they're winning later.
It's one of these situations where Realm Up coming in.
Yeah, we're making a play here. Guess who's here? It's Raptor. He is the raid boss. Can Exhaust stop this Wukong is the question. The double cyclone comes in as a bunch of damage does go out from Rich, actually, but not to outdo the raid boss that is the Wukong, and a bit of help.
Oh, now actually, DRX considering the Arakan. I think it's a dangerous move. But they do have a TP coming up in 10 seconds. Oh, Shockwave!
The Shockwave gonna catch both him and the clone. And with Raptor this low, it just means that DRX say thank you for the leash.
And they actually get it. So big pickup for DRX. An overcommit from BNK4X. Commit to it. And it ends up giving a lot of power over to DRX in this situation. Oh,
and now,
Vikla, you don't have anything.
Vikla by himself, no Realm Warp. He is Rise, so like maybe if he gets a couple of rotations into this Orianna, he is getting pretty low, but it's still going to be a pretty straightforward 2 versus 1 kill.
Vikla's just pushing top. He does have TP. I mean, they can just give it the dragon. It is just second Drake for DRX. It's Ocean
It's
gold.
just an Ocean Drake. 700 golds. How about a bit more gold in mid? I think they're going to get this and get out as well. Like, Raptor's got to go in awkward direction, but he's totally fine. Even some damage on the top lane inhibitor turret.
Yeah, why not? You know, this is BNK4X in a nutshell.
Yep, I mean, they realm warped in, so DRX know this is happening. Spun's just kind of running at it, trying to get some vision as he will. But the knockup comes in. The temper fake going to keep this around, but now the turn should come out. No, instead they just go for the flip.
Oh,
and it goes
man.
over to DRX. Sponge gets in. As now Rich is trying to follow up here. They want to take the fight after the fact. Some low health bars on BNK, and already that's 2 kills to DRX. And maybe make it a third here as Clear's on the run. And it doesn't look like he's going anywhere. Double kill goes over to Rich, and they got the Baron.
So what point do we just blame Wukong for the lost streak? 7-1 now on this pick, and they just made a massive throw. DRX now in the driving seat, having picked up that Baron. Hey, it was all Sponge. Water?
Says 5,000. Ults.
먹었어.
Got it.
오공 궁은 있어.
Yes, he
Wukong
did.
has ult, he says. I mean, it's just been the way the fights have been breaking out. Like, that wasn't even a fight. They just kind of threw the Baron away. That equalizer is gigantic, but also going in on a clear, very deep, and now the counter engage comes out from the Nico. But look at the damage that Teddy is doing. Ori has a kill, as now the Realm Warp is going to get him away. But Diablo stepping up into 4 people, going to push them out.
Feeling very tentative. They just need a big engage on the backline, but Yehu and Teddy have Sums, Yehu has Zhonya's, and they're feeling very tentative right now.
All right, well, the vision is off, so you can tell that something is brewing as Raptor's got an angle. The equalizer good too, as now the follow-up comes in. Gonna catch 3 in the front line. Immediately he dies though, and the amount of Zhonya's and Temper Fates that are keeping them alive is insane. Clear is out of the fight already. Raptor desperate to get something. He will get Ondil and actually heals an insane amount, but still, it's just that, and they get the shutdown on the Wukong. Another kill that will go over to Orianna.
At least trying to go for what your comp wants to do, but so much time bought there by Andal. Teddy getting the 3,000 assists on the back of that play. A good team fight to get it, and a huge achievement for the player.
Been determining a whole lot, it feels like. I do like that Vikla is really playing into this Rise win condition. He's just in the side lane, and he's got Realm Warp soon, has TP and Flash.
But BNK4X is happy to cross map right now. Oh, TP coming in. That's a level 17 Corki, by the way.
Raptor just gonna pull the trigger on this one. Just goes in. It's a lot of damage into Teddy. And now the knockup comes in and Teddy's dead as he gets baited into that fight big time. But now Kellen is gonna go down, and it's Team Gwen who is winning this one big time. Rich says, I am the real carry here. They take out the Rumble, and now it's just Diablo. The rest of his team is gone. 007. Secret Agent not able to help out in this one, and they are just kiting this one out. Diablo not one to back down from a fight, but he had to be there to clear the wave regardless. It looks like this game might just end right here with DRX on top.
And I feel like there's going to be a lot of regrets for BNK4X in this game. You know, that dive in the top lane that gave Gwen the 2 kills, but also things like the Baron start, some of the throws, the Arakan start as well. This was a game where the Wukong really got so much momentum, and yet they just weren't able to close out. Jax can take a broom instead of his fishing pole he normally has, and just sweep them all. Yeah, I think the Braum has a decent amount of value into like a 4 melee, 1 range. It's a short range comp.
Just to make 100% sure. You know, maybe he like waits it out, but then you probably don't take damage from the Shuriken dash.
You know, Vikla doing good in the mid lane matchup. Bot lane matchup gone pretty good. I spoke to... Oh, never mind. Raptor's here too.
Yep, Raptor here, and the Blade Caller comes through. Ondil in a lot of trouble. One auto would do it. Flash forward. First blood given over to Diablo. And already they're getting a lead here on the Zyra Rakan.
Yeah, paying a little bit for this Braum pick, which I... Oh...
Yeah, Sponge in a very awkward spot. Maybe not expecting Raptor to be here or something, as he was running straight towards him in the brush.
Yeah,
So much pressure down on the bottom side. I mean, Raptor's going to spot Sponge moving in. Question mark ping goes right onto him. They might look to set up something here in the 3v3.
Oh man, if DRX overcommit, this is going to be so bad.
Well, they're certainly doing that. They're going to take out the ward. As Raptor now here, they flash on to Teddy. They want to take him down. They burst him for basically 100 to 0. And through the barrier is now a follow-up does come in. We got Vikla on in as he is going to land that Q2 and get on in as well. Gets the double kill.
They can just...
They have the benefit of doing that,
They can sweep up all those rocks on the ground.
So now DRX, after that loss in the fight, down 2,000 gold. They say, let's go ahead and take out the grubs. They are going to get 2 and get out. So actually a pretty nice play outside of this big wave that is going into the turret.
Also a full level lead in terms of experience.
All right, going on in, utilizing some of that gold, but a very nice ult to disengage here from the side of Rich. Also had Ondil.
I still don't think you want to tango and risk it against Vikla. Oh, they're setting up for... Andal leave. No, Andal... Oh, no.
Well, everybody's around. They're trying to clear the wave here. It's just a full-on dive. The Braum ult does get a lot of value, but I'm not sure it's going to matter all too much. Kellen will go down.
Okay. Then yeah, they could probably burst Vikla, but will it hit?
All right, trying to set something up here. Big engage from the side of BNK. But the Cataclysm comes down and zones pretty well. Actually, for the side of DRX, as now the Featherstorm does come down. Here is Rich joining the fight, gonna zone away the rest of the team, but Clear also joining up, gets that kill onto the AD carry. And Raptor comes in and cleans up the support. 2 more kills on the board for BNK.
Everywhere else. Speaking of everywhere, oh wow. Yep, goodbye to your turret. That's feats of strength. Feats of strength from this Lucian's range.
Imagine if he was playing Ziggs.
Oh, baby.
Just imagine.
Yeah.
Like, it would have actually been insane.
No range.
Oh, very nice combo on a Kellen. He's just dead.
Can do that. Oh, for the Lucian?
Just in general, like BNK, they're just winning literally everywhere.
Oh, yeah. No, yeah. They are all ahead. They've got a lot of momentum.
Oh. Okay, we have a bit of engages coming both ways, and the flank comes in, and Teddy's just dead! And they get the angle. Yeah, there's nowhere for him to go. That's 2 kills now as Rich gonna dash into the Jax after the fact. And now 5,000 gold to lead here. 15 minutes in, the Shuriken from miles away! And the damage is just insane! They're diving every turret they can, and Vikla's gonna stay alive. BNK are smashing them here.
They're just absolutely dumbstring them. The awkward hand comes up. Kill champion.
Very good at doing that, you know, and if you get the right angle on the Lucian, who doesn't quite have the range, or the Talia, who's this far behind, like, a lot of the tools that DRX have for peeling against this composition just don't really exist anymore.
And the rocks keep getting swept up, you know?
All right, well, they're going for Teddy again, but it's actually DRX who are engaging here. They're caught, and the double knockback comes in. Are the wallets too heavy is really the only question. Teddy gonna go into the Rift Herald and actually survive, and the comeback is happening here for DRX. And a big kill, actually, from Vikla. Insane damage from him, but it's still so many kills going the way of DRX, and they'll get this mid-tier 1.
Big fight comes out from DRX. The Rift Herald usage pretty fantastic there from Teddy to buy some time. And just as we're thinking they could do no wrong, it goes back the other way. And Chronicler would tell you cases don't exist.
That is true. That's a good point. Yeah.
They feel only, I was going to say wolfish, but I guess foxish, you know?
Fox-ish.
Yeah. I guess
that makes a lot of sense, given that,
yeah,
their mascot
is the yeah. Well, the fox is often seen as very cunning.
Yeah, they're just gonna start it.
Yeah, a cunning move from the foxes.
A ruse here from the foxes.
A delightful ruse.
And now they're just scrambling RDRX to get in here.
Oh, look at Clear. Oh, look at the flank.
The flank is gigantic, but Rich is going to spot him. I just don't think that DRX can do anything about this objective. And yes, they will in fact get away as now the engage goes in on a Teddy, but Clear all by himself, taking a ton of damage. The knockback comes in, but Jarvan goes in as well. It's a 1-for-1 trade. A lot of damage already done here by DRX. As now over the wall, in goes Vikla, but on the rocks, the Rakan just gets one shot, and now Teddy gets peeled for on the back line. He's going to live, but the front line is being totally run here by Vikla and Diablo on the left side. A pretty close fight, all things considered.
Stills are such a very looming threat when he has his ult available still, but the Dragon doesn't go down. Team's able to get back on the map. Vikla is level 15, very scary. The Diablo also 2-level lead on Teddy.
Yeah.
Adakan giving a lot of XP. Now Vikla on the flank.
Sponge is taking a huge amount of damage on the Strake. They really don't want to give over the soul point here, but I think they might just have to. There it goes over to BNK. And so Hextech soul point.
Yeah, not a good one to give over. Especially because I feel like this composition for BNK FX generally struggles to take towers, with it being short range or melee champions. So getting things like Soul, huge way to push the pace of the game. The Andal setting up vision in the Baron area. I don't think this is wrong, but the problem is you're putting so much focus towards the Baron. What about the Dragon?
Yeah. That feels like the much more important objective at this point in time. Like, the Baron is nice, but Hextech Soul wins you the game.
I think if you lose Baron, you're probably going to lose the game.
It's scrambling around the map, essentially. Trying to see whether or not they're doing this, or at least get enough vision around it. They have a ward nearby. That should tell them that they're not. The culling comes down. An angle here for Vikla. The knockup goes in on a Teddy as Rich is trying to peel. Kellen's getting low, but Teddy's already dead. And now Diablo kind of just has a free moment. They're trying to get onto that backline, and they will take him down as he went way too deep for that one. And that's going to be the final kill. Vikla coming in from the bottom side. And it looks like BNK have just done it here in game 2.
Pretty masterful game from Vikla. No deaths on this Akali. Looks like the Broom composition working, scooping up those rocks. And DRX will fall in this game 2, 1-1. And the series are so important to them. Will end up going to game 3. Vikla picking up a Medjai's. He actually recalled there, bought the Medjai's and TP'd. I saw that. That's cheeky. Right.
It's like, I would have bought this. We would have won this game anyway.
Yeah.
Even if it went longer. But it only goes about 28 minutes as BNK, they just get very far ahead on an extremely aggressive composition.
I don't think is hugely
threatening.
I just think BNK FX feel pretty happy. You know, I think the Silas angle was great. The Yone is obviously a good matchup into the Azir, and if Yone ever connects on Jhin or Azir, I feel like DRX are cooked.
Essentially, he's just kind of sitting there, and
I think there was a recent one where I think Keen played the Scion the other day into.
Oh, that was pretty close.
Yeah. Yeah, I think, to be fair, it was Keen into Piv.
Oh, okay. Lining up too. Perhaps didn't want the cow on the backside of that one.
Jumps at him and beats him up. And then he runs away. That's it. That's just what happens. The Raptors looking for him again.
Yep, just going on in. There is Andal still there. As now he's going to continue forward. The rest of the team says, go, go, go. We want to get this blue. And it's actually going to go the way of Sponge, but now he has to flash away, and Diablo is running him down in the enemy jungle. His first blood for the Kalista, just like that. Rubs, it looks like. Will he actually challenge there? I think with the mid lane being pushed in, the call is to wait. So now he's going over the wall. He still has Alistar ult, so yeah, he's just going to come in here and pick up the 1 grub. Sponge does get the 2. That's a bit surprising, but it's just a little grubs trade.
Conscious on the mid prio, didn't want to overstep there and throw away any lead. Their approach there.
Well, we're gonna get the kick now. The insect looking pretty good from Raptor, but the play is not looking very good after the fact, as now Diablo gets in there as he does have the bailout. Will he get the kill on the Andal? Yes, he will. Immediately dies.
Oh, doing a bit of vibing. They kind of did that, you know, in game 1 on the Wukong when he got the kill, the solo kill, and then immediately went top and died to Gwen.
Little ult on in. Yehu caught out here. Not sure if he's going to be able to secure this kill, but even gets the flash out of Yehu.
Yeah, not sure he needed a flash. I mean, hindsight, he didn't need a flash, but
kind of trying to do
encouraging them to stay on the tower.
It was just a suggestion after all. Going on in, there's the sweep from the Sylas, gonna get Sponge over the wall, as the Lee Sin will be just fine for now. Vikla does come over, but Yehu's got a great angle here with the soldiers. They're gonna take down Diablo already, and Yehu once again, double knockup comes in from the Yone. It's a crazy fight now, as the shots coming out from the Jhin, not gonna quite hit Raptor. B&K went so deep for that play, and it did not pay off for them. It's not even done there. I mean, this is a Scion, but if we had a knockback from the Cassante, surely...
It's a big difference. It's a big spike. Right now, we do see Diablo moving over here. Yeah. How they contest this one?
I mean...
Raptor's the Alistar ult.
Seems a little bit late, but Raptor is going to get into the pit. Rich is just dashing straight at him. He's like, come at me, bro. Use that ultimate, I dare you. He's going to have to use it, but now he's zoned away from the objective. It does go over to the Lee Sin. As a big hostile takeover, that is going to be the end of Sponge. And now Teddy's kind of zoned away. Big Q's going to come down. And B&K are able to fight front to back on this one. Really no way. Okay, the disengage code actually is the way to get on out. And Yehu on the Azir, but the flash on in and the knockup will get the job done. Triple kill for Diablo in the fight.
Just the Azir, they dive in on the Azir. Onto Lee Sin, sorry, and then they start moving forwards for the redemption heal. The Alistar goes down, they start chasing targets.
The fact that the Prio has gone down so far on the Kalista means that Kalista Renata Glass just gets through for free.
Yeah.
All right, trying to make the play here on the Scion as the ult will come out, but it is blocked. So this guy is so tanky. Sponge is going to be looking for the kick. Kind of misses out on the angle. Finally is going to get the kick down, and that should be enough to take out clear. As not even going to land that Q. And they finally do commit 4 people to take out the Scion.
Yeah, it survives for a long time, but ultimately with that many people wanting you killed, very hard to survive it. In the meantime, Vikla will pick up a tower in the top lane. We see Diablo recalling for the Ginsu, but a good amount. The teams are still hovering around.
Both teams are like, we're doing Otacon. It's happening. Okay, that's going to be the sundown and the kidnap. He is just gone. Vikla, nowhere for him to go. Thinks he's safe because he's Yone, but he gets punished big time.
Yeah, oversteps there. The CC chain comes out, and he just gets absolutely deleted. Now, B&K FairX have to give up the objective. Big misplay there for the mid laner of B&K FairX, and DRX quick, swift to punish that one.
Also, the Azir loving this. And it's just a big way for DRX to try to solidify the lead. Now the Chemtech Drake Belt, they've really been trying to bully the Scion big time, have DRX. Clear positioning forward, but DRX trying to make them pay for that. Tons of damage goes into Vikla already. As the Q is going to land, the kick goes in, but he's all alone, Sponge. You got to be a little bit more careful about that. As the Q, I think, was in, but he elected not to go. And now we just have ultimate chaos as double Azir ults come out. The first one will be the kill onto the Renata Glass. As Diablo getting incredibly low. But he will just barely die to Teddy. As now it's just a big wombo combo inside the pit. Who's going to win this one? I have no idea. Sponge gets taken out. And 6,000 damage from the Azir is not enough as B&K will win the fight.
Taking it. Their win in the fight, just very slightly coming out ahead. We saw so many low health bars there, so many blinking health bars.
Yeah, the fights look more like that as we continue.
He's getting so much healing every time he W's.
Yeah, just kind of commit to the bit, say, okay, this is what I meant to do. He's still going in and zoned away by the hostile takeover. I don't think he meant to do this, and he will die eventually. There he goes. Diablo takes him down.
A little bit interesting play coming out. Baron up in 15.
That feels pretty good for DRX's chances in the 4v5. Now an angle here from Vikla. Not going to get rooted. Oh, he actually does get rooted. He's going to have to ult out himself, but he's not in this fight. This is just a 4v4 for now, but the redemption gets massive value onto everybody. Rich going to get Diablo to the backline, but the bailout is there. He does not get the bailout, though, but down go both 80 carries. As in goes Yehu into that backline. He's untouched for now, but now the double stun comes in. But Raptor, he's just unkillable. They can't take down the Sylas. They finally do it at the very end. And this time, it's the Yone who thrives in the crazy chaos. And the Scion as well. It's only a Cassante left, and down he will go.
Fight, the main character was kind of the Sylas. I mean, to be fair, Vikla did a lot there too.
Yeah.
This time it's kind of Yone, but the Scion is just there.
Against the Azir. So he's good against the two carries. As now we go into chaos once again. It's going to be Yehu into that backline, immediately down. This time looking much better for the side of BNK as Diablo's able to do whatever he wants. Goes over the wall, going to take out the two of them, it looks like. Flash on over and gets the Ren down. Double kill for Diablo.
That was slick. He was killing one target, hopped over the wall, like to start on the other, and then flashed back over for the Ren to finish. They've spent most of this game sub 50% HP. Every fight, they are just permanently going to have it active. Clear is already trying to have it active here.
Oh no, they're trying to stop him, and instead it will be the Yone who is going to stop this Jhin. And Clear was here the whole time, body blocking and bodyguarding for the take. Chemtech Soul comes out, plus the Baron.
In base, if you could have just ran there and been there in time to help out this very tanky Sion.
All right, well now with the Baron and the Chemtech Soul, it really does feel like this comp from BNK is unkillable. Like, I just don't think there's enough damage to punch through all of these health bars. It just doesn't feel real.
That's the only healing reduction.
That's
and
it.
It's not going to apply to enough people. There's so much sustain. Raptor has Alistair ult in pocket. Look how big the shield is on Clear because he's got triple Chemtech Dragon.
Yeah. It's actually crazy.
You have the Redemption as well, which is boosted by the Chemtech Dragon, so it's like a Giga Redemption. It's insane.
Giga Redemption.
Yeah.
Think about the summoner heal value.
The McHale's though, you know?
Yeah, it's just huge. Amazing. And they're just 5-man pushing. I mean, this is what BNK will do. They already got 2 inhibitors. They're going to just run into your base. Clear's taking an insane amount of damage, actually, at this point in time.
God.
But so is the Cassante, just disappears. Engage Renata comes out once again. Actually, some low health bars, but they do have that healing and that shielding. But the Jhin, actually a lot of value here. Gonna get a second kill, holding on just barely. Triple does come forward, though, as Diablo running around like a little grasshopper. Hopping around as now we get the big engage here from Ondil, but unfortunately Teddy just can't get in range. That is the Quadra. Question is, does Diablo go for the Penta or does he go for the end?
Surely he's going to go for the Penta. Surely. Come on, Diablo. He's looking for it.
Oh, they get it. They're going to get the knockup. They don't get the Penta. So that's not going to do it. That's not quite going to do it.
Yet. Send it. You've already locked in planes. Go.
The handshake. Waiting for the handshake should be enough. No! The Nexus denies it.
Oh, man. I mean, still a great game from BNK Fearax.
Maybe Maokai is the goated pick here.
But I will say, it is such power in terms of HLE's backline access. So good moves from HLE to maintain that.
Snow Flash here for Kingen. Zeus definitely doing a good job of bringing him very close in. The flash on in from Zeus just to make sure he's in range. One more Q could potentially do it here. Not quite enough damage, but now, the Harpoon's gonna miss. Nice. But Peanut goes back in as he gets his cooldowns up.
Kingen did so much damage there. Even with the overheat, wasn't willing to commit any more into that. Now, Zinzao coming down, getting in the vicinity. Peanut's trying to follow, but he's a little bit further behind, and Peanut doesn't have 6 yet. I think Zeus is just dead.
He should be, as the Snow Flash available. TP is coming in. They're trying to punish this dive. Gideon has taken so many turret shots, but the TP is just a little bit too slow, and Peanut's not there on time. You know what? I'm just going to push it
this
back.
Is my wave.
Maybe they just wanted to set up for this.
Yeah,
and that's probably the call.
Looking at contest these grubs here.
All right.
is moving.
Yeah. Going on in was Gideon, but not a full commit.
The top laner has TP.
Do have the Nature's Grasp. That is a big Aurora ultimate, as everybody's going to be rooted up here. They try to turn immediately on Azeka, and that they will. That's first kill in the fight going over to Nongshim. And that just means that HLE have to back away from this one, losing out on their mid laner.
Yeah, I think Zeka going a little bit too aggressive. The point-and-click CC, a great answer to the Aurora, and no real usage of the Cyclone and the quickness combo. They still have the quickness, a little bit ambitious if they want to go for this 3v4.
Yeah, I mean, maybe just want to get in and say, we are threatening, so let us take one. And that's exactly what does happen. But Nongshim, with the lead after this one, they get 2 of the grubs. They win the fight. They take down Zeka, who had a small lead over Calyx.
This did. And the Markile did a great job of just...
Gideon just kind of getting caught in his own jungle. Not sure how this one originated. Wants to take down his red buff. He does survive for quite a long time. but it's just the buff transfer over to Peanut.
Yep, he'll take that second kill for the Wukong, getting some good momentum on this champion, this dragon, and pick it up. Going down very quickly with the Wukong with Triforce on it, so pretty easy pickup. HLE gonna be happy with that one.
Yeah, just a Hextech Drake. Always gonna feel good about that. We'll see what the Soul is looking like in a little bit. Still have to see this Drake, so it's both of the tech Drakes.
No tech this time.
Yeah. It's just primitive gaming at this point in time. Delay gonna go get the knockup. Viper's almost dead, meanwhile. I'm not really sure how this happened. He's gonna have to flash away, because now Peanut's going in. They have Zeus on the way, but TP committed to by Calyx. And Viper doesn't have Flash or Valkyrie, so he's just dead. It's just a kill on over. Gideon nearly dies, meanwhile. But it's still a big win here for Nongshim, who have a pretty comfortable lead for this point in the game.
Yeah, how did Viper end up in this position?
What did he mean by that? All right, Needle's coming out once again, but no exhaust available. Just burning down Kingin. Needle's not quite doing enough. As here's Peanut, doesn't have his ult, but he doesn't need it as the damage comes in. Didn't even need to use his flash on the kill, so another nice bait there from Zeus.
Forward.
We have a fight in live. Kingin just dead again.
Pretty straightforward.
There were 3 people there from Hanwha Life, so you can kind of imagine how that one began.
Well, we just saw that happen with the replay, and then the exact same thing happened when we came out the replay. Viper, I think...
He's running towards the light. He's like, please, please help me. There's no help in that. As, you know, the play safe AD carry does not work here.
He had his Valkyrie, though.
Yeah. A little bit interesting. It's Peanut's nearby with flash and ult, but it already backed off.
I don't know. Weird one. Very weird.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Limit testing is all I got.
Well, either way, HLE struggling aside from, it feels like Peanut, and that's working very well.
So this is a replay. Does Lance just die? He just...
Yes.
He just dies.
To delight. And then Kingin's like, you know what? I can do it too.
Dies?
This is a very serious game.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like Calyx wants to do something, but he is pretty much alone. Maybe if he hits the eye, actually kind of close there, but not quite going to work. Speaking of which, Gideon just going to go in, just press his buttons, Ignite utilized, and even a Redemption as well, trying to get onto Calyx. There's the equalizer, that's the combo, as the Maokai ultimate does a great job of zoning for the rest of the team, but not for Gideon, as they will be able to block the rest of the missiles there. Kingin wasn't even in the fight, as he was in the top lane. So that's going to be Double Dragon here, and Ocean Soul on the way for HLE.
I don't really understand what the game plan there was from Nongshim. It was kind of just like, hey, I can auto-attack them. I'm like, okay. And HLE like, sure, let's fight.
Yes, you're right.
You can auto-attack them. That is a thing you can do. They will fight you, though.
All right, well, Kingin, he's going to get the turret, and he's going to TP away.
Oh!
Yep. Just barely, though.
That's
second turret. Second turret on the way.
That's efficiency. Actually, a good amount of gold for Kingin.
This is actually just a very smart play.
Yeah, huge macro play. The ideal spot to teleport as well. Should be able to get this, get the plant on the way out.
They're all running down. They're like, no, we can't let this happen.
I'm sorry, guys. It's already happened.
They might be able to punish. Not before he gets a pedal, though.
I think if he E'd and then, because you get the reset when you auto something.
Yeah, well, he's super dead. They're going to give the kill over to Viper purposefully as well.
It took Genji to 5 games, right?
Yeah.
It's just been a struggle recently. Now they are starting at a... Oh, this is dangerous. This is very dangerous. It's going down quickly. They could get this and just try and run.
It looks like that's going to be the play. The equalizer is down on top of Calyx. He is pretty much just going to go down. They get the Otacon, and they're looking to turn here. They're not running, which is part of the plan. The part of the plan was to run afterwards, but they're not able to, as Peanut is going to get a second kill there, and just going to try to dodge the Jhin as everybody groups up to save him, and Kingin is eventually going to go down. Yes, they got the Otacon, but, well, actually able to get a couple of kills off of the back of that. Even gets the shutdown for the Gwen.
The Otacon, it's a lot more, harder to fully read the impact.
Uh-oh, another engage coming on in. Nongshim kind of caught with their pants down, trying to get in towards the Dragon. The TP is going straight into Zeus as Delight gets low on the left side, but Kingen is isolated on the right. He's isolated, but he's actually winning the fight here, and they just barely is not going to get it done. But Nongshim at least win on the left side, and some low health bars here for HLE means they have to back away for now.
I cannot believe how low Jiwoo got in that situation. Insane. The amount of health he actually dropped to and was able to survive there. And actually the extra speed that he got from the Arakan, the extra level, maybe coming in clutch there.
Vibes are still in favor of Hanwha Life Esports. You know, it feels like all these fights are just like, they're the ones being proactive, and they kind of are the ones that generally are going to be with this composition, but you know, they're the ones making the plays. They're the ones that are trying to make things happen. As I say that, though, Lahens gets in, and he's making it happen up against Zeus, who was caught big time in the top lane. And Zeus going to pick up his first kill of the contest.
As soon as Zeus is going to arrive.
Yeah, Zeus 10 seconds out. The damage already down to 6,000. As Peanut's going to go in pretty early. Looks like maybe they didn't have a huge amount of vision, but they wanted to get the fight started regardless. Now they have the redemption. As in they go, Peanut trying to get close here. As it might just come down to a flip, but Kingen is keeping him out of the pit. Is down. Will go the Baron in favor of Nongshim. The equalizer good on the top side. But maybe they only get Lahens after this. Looks like maybe they're going to get a little bit more, though, as they're looking for Jiwoo. Calyx nearly going to take off the head of the Rakan. Calyx forced to flash away. I think you just got to sacrifice Jiwoo here. And that they will do as the rest of them barely scamper off.
And you see Zeus was trying to connect on more targets, trying to get more than just Jiwoo. Now, everyone on the side of Nongshim has an XP lead over their counterpart. And use the Baron to push in, take that mid-tier one. Now looking towards the Dragon in 30 seconds.
All right, all kind of come down here. It's kind of preemptive. Doesn't really do a whole lot. Nobody was engaging on the side of Hanwha Life Esports, so yeah, that's kind of a wasted ult. In they go now, as the Gwen's got a very nice angle. Look at the damage from these needles, it's just insane! That's gonna be the end of Zeus, and now you got this Jhin on the backline totally safe. There's the fourth shot in, as a couple of kills will go in to the side of HLE as well. Viper still doing that damage, but slowed up by the bomb on the ground. He's got Zeka nearby. But this is looking pretty good for Nongshim, all things considered.
Oh, I just picked up Smite.
Oh, okay. See if they can get some vision. Yes, they do. They have a ward in the pit. And, well, he's just not going to go for it.
Not able to find the angle. Viper's in trouble.
Yeah, he's in a lot of trouble. He is going to flash over the wall, though, as here comes Jiwoo trying to get in and get the kill. It's a trade, but another kill goes over, as Delight was also trying to sacrifice himself. When? She's not here.
He just played a control wood now, so I think they're very aware.
And now they definitely know. In goes Lahens. He's going to take a ton of damage, actually. Has to flash out of here and just throw down the Nature's Grasp. A ton of poke coming down here as Kingen on the back line. He's going to throw out the needles, but there's the engage. They find Jiwoo in the front line, and down he goes just like that. Calyx, the other Fed member, is going to bite the dust. As it's really only Kingen, but it's just too little too late. And HLE, they get the drop on the important members. And they will win this fight in a big way. Finally, in this game, we know who won the fight in a big way, in a commanding way, and now they're just going to push mid and try to end.
Yeah, for the first time, we get like a really convincing fight win, and it's on the back of this Wukong Rakan. This is why this combo is so broken. Peanut dives in despite being low HP. Delight can follow. They CC the Jhin, they CC the Orianna. They both go down, and now pushing to end the game. Kingen, I don't think you can do it alone.
He doesn't have his needles back, and they're just gonna, dogpile straight on in to the Gwen, and that is going to be the ace at the end of it all on top of the Nexus turrets. That is the end of game number one as HLE, they finally get the one big fight we were waiting for, and they will take down the one big Nexus for the one big game number one win.
And obviously, I think once you get in range of your targets that reliable, just to point a quick stun, pretty effective. Whereas the Bard, I feel like if Akali's diving in, the Bard feels like sometimes it's not going to offer that much help. So with the changes, they did buff the on-hit virus. They nerfed his E and Q damage a little bit, particularly E later on when it's got more points in it. And they buffed the on-hit damage in his W. There's obviously a lot of tankier targets here. Oh, that's annoying.
Oh, the flash on in too. He wants the kill, and he will have the kill. Lehens gives the thumbs up and says, thank you very much for your gold.
What? Yep. The Talia doing okay in the lane match against Akali. No. Lehens ruin it. Yeah, flashes over. Goes for the Q as well. And the Spiderlings to tank the tower hits on the exit. So apparently in that earlier play from Lehens, Zeka was spotted when he stopped still to recall. Oh, yeah. Engage comes in.
Right, Engage is there too, in a bit of trouble. Does have his flash, but just dies instead. As now up in the air goes Lehens, and with all of that stacking of the Frost, he is just going to go down as well.
He is.
We have an Infernal Drake first here. See what this leads to. Gideon, level 6. They want to go in on this big time as the wall is desperate to say the least.
Yeah, it's one of those moments where like, you can't fault him for trying, but also it's never going to work. So,
yeah.
like,
you just have to have vision of the Vi, otherwise that's going to be the end of you.
You needed to sense it in a spider way.
Talia's not a spider, unfortunately.
No, that's the disadvantage.
Yeah. 2 grubs already, and they're going to look for the engage, but the cocoon comes out. Not going to stop the Sejuani, though. As the follow-up comes in, and Lehens, level 4 Elise, just kind of gets mangled in there. No first item for Zeka versus Calyx, as speaking of getting exploded, going to actually repel it this time. Nicely done, but in goes Calyx, trying to find Zeka. Going to be pushed away, though. As might just come down to a bit of a flip now, as the wall is going to come in, but Calyx and Gideon are in the backline, and nobody can help them. Lehens is over the wall, and so is Jiwoo, and down will go Gideon, as in they go. Another nice knockback here from the side of Zeka, and that will be handily won by the side of HLE. Viper looking for a bit more. He's got that on the hunt, and that will do it. Picks up the 3rd kill for the team as Zeus. Can he manage a 4th? It looks like no. But Viper, man, he is getting pretty big, and that is 2,000 kills for Viper. Congratulations to him, as now looking for number 4. Zeus will pick it up on the very back end of that one.
Clean up there. And then here on the top side. So again, disengages, waits out the ultimate, knows he has flash. Ultimate's now gone, all the Qs used up. He knows he has the cooldowns, flashes in for the clean combo. Great read of just his cooldowns and his opponent's cooldowns.
Oh, ult's gonna come in as Lehens abandons ship. He's like, I'm getting out of here. And honestly, probably the right call, although he might still die as the boomerang catches him on the back end. Come on down. Come join the party. As the wall this time is going to go off.
Oh, that was so nice.
Yeah, he's still in a little bit of trouble there, up against both walls, as between a rock and a hard place could not have been more accurate in this situation. As meanwhile, Gideon is going to go for a little long walk here, as eventually I think he just dies to Talia. No, dies to Leona.
Oh, redemption. He must have hit him with redemption.
I was like, what?
Yeah, he would have got it. But even so, I mean, it's still the right call to go for the redemption, and in the end, you get...
Alex, I don't know about this one. He's still going to try for it. Might as well limit test, I guess. Oh! The flash on in, and Calyx outplays Zeus in the 1v1, down 2 levels.
2 very dashy champions, making a flashy 1v1, and I think Zeus wasn't really ready to get skill check like that. He got completely outplayed by Calyx on this Akali. Lehens will check the brush.
Meanwhile,
Viper's just doing his thing in the mid lane.
Hanging out.
So disappointing.
That was so
anticlimactic.
That was so dissatisfying.
Yeah.
I just feel really unhappy now. I can't believe that just happened. All right, the flash, and he is not going to be able to get out of this one. And there you go, Jiu. Going to pick up a kill. Nice predict on the flash. Yeah.
Oh, we're going to see the replay. Lands a Q initially, gets the passive proc. Another one there with the shuriken. Actually, didn't save the shuriken until later. That's the reaction you want.
Great way to deal with this Sejuani. I mean, yes, they have the on-hit forest, but he's got to have his cleanse. He has to have his summoners to deal with him. As now, here comes Hanwha Life Esports. The engage comes in, and guess who they were going to find? It is, of course, Lehens, who does get over the wall, but Calyx dies on the top side of the fight.
Yeah, I know, just take the tower. Okay, looking a little bit more doomed right now.
Yeah. The doom meter has gone up a little bit.
Yeah. The doomsday clock.
Yeah.
Oh, that was scary.
There are just so many threats on the turn. They can also put up a wall if they really need to. Gideon on the top side, not sure if they're going to be able to spot him. There's the turn. Lehens is already dead.
Where'd he go?
Just disappeared. Gideon says, well, I got to do something. He's going to get in. He's super low, though, as the damage is stopped on the Otacon. He goes back in, but the smite is good for the Sejuani, and the fight is even better for the side of HLE as the sun comes in, shuts down Kingin, and it's a double kill for Zeus. He gets his revenge, at least.
In this situation, I mean, College Chase, I think he can TP if he really...
Oh, Zeka. Zeka's got the angle.
Oh, she's a
He's
random
still
shuriken.
chasing him. Yeah, that could have been anyone's shuriken, you know. It's not 100% Akali.
That could be one from Melia.
Yeah, there's the rocks on the ground, and there you go. That's how the Taliyah deals with Akali.
The Akali, Dragon's up in 15. Oh, Viper.
Yeah, you see the smite come down just in case he spell shields, but Delight is here. The heal comes out, and he is not punished, not this time, for his greed there on the mid-turret. They are going to get the mid-turret. Gideon goes back in, not knowing that Peanut is here, I would assume, as now Kingin has the angle, but he just doesn't have a team. Yeah. HLE just rolling this snowball as an ult goes very wide, but Peanut does put up the emote, so it's all worth, it's all okay. Kingin going to get bursted down eventually. There he goes. As more emotes come out, and HLE are just having fun at this point, almost 10K ahead, 8,000, and they'll get their third Drake.
Yeah, here was a situation where I thought
That's generally the way it goes. You know, you got the underdog team really fighting hard. It's very close in the first one. They almost get it done, and then
the overdog team.
Yeah, the game 2 is just absolute smash. Speaking of which, maybe they're going to get Zeus here. He is going to get the redemption on top, but I think he will be, redemptioned by his team in the end. Redeemed, whatever you want to say, as they're going on in. They're getting a lot more kills after the fact, as in goes Calyx, going to get the kill on the Delight. That's probably the last that he will get in this fight. Kingin basically living forever, but will just die to the Taliyah. Oh, that's the Peanut emote. Wait, did Peanut do it first?
I hope Peanut does like a capybara emote. Oh!
He's like, all right, I'm just going to farm my jungle now.
Little juke. Oh, wait, he's out. He's out.
Yeah. He's out.
It's just so dismal.
Yeah.
Alex is just trying his hardest.
Gideon has snuck in, though.
Okay.
He has an angle. I don't think they have any idea. Oh, he's going to try to send it. Oh, he was so close. Very nice try from Gideon, but it's just not going to matter in the end. The Baron does go over to HLE, and they should be winning this fight. The stun goes down on Ajiu, but he has the cleanse. I mean, they need a damage dealer. There you go. The Light going to escape with the gates. And that should be the end of this game with Baron. 25 minutes in. Should be a quick one, or at least an inhibitor. But I think they might just go for it.
Yeah, I think they can do it. It's only Lehens and Calyx. I'm not sure Lehens is up for the task. To be honest, I don't think Calyx can do either.
Yeah, this game is over. Calyx not even going to be able to get in there. The rocket belt just try to wave clear. This Calyx, they want to actually get him. He's doing a good job of distracting.
Saving KDA.
Yeah.
Not worth it. Oh, he increased it.
He increased his KDA. There you go.
Nice.
KDA player in the best way.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.